I did a meetup yesterday with immigration lawyers, little one in New York, about 6 or 7 or 8 of us met up, and it was nice. It was kind of a group of like Jewish, mostly Jewish lawyers. And I obviously said to people, it was like through a group chat, and I said, invite friends, invite allies, if you will. But it was just nice to kind of get together through a community perspective. I mean, we all get together at AILA conferences and things like
Yeah.
that. And this wasn't about the fact that we met up as immigration lawyers, it was kind of met up as like a bunch of Jews. But it was
Okay.
nice. And I'm on the member experience committee for AILA National. And as part of that, we constantly thinking about ways to engage with members or to encourage members to engage with each other. And part of it, of course, is, or not part of it, majority of it is working through AILA National. But I like to do some of these things on my own, right? Like
Mhm.
I've organized a comedy show, as I've talked about this, but talked about it a couple of times on your show. I have a immigration tennis retreat coming up. Actually, this starting this Sunday with a bunch of people. There's going to be 9 of us total, so 7 immigration folks, and 2 of them are bringing their spouses. And it's small. They're small groups, but it's the idea is coming together as a group of people, but not just for CLEs or whatnot, but for something actually different, social, active, etc. I always recommend it for folks, especially with your local chapter members. You build friendships that way.
Yeah, 100%. If you're new to immigration or just law and honestly any field, make a small group of people that's like your ethnicity, religion, passion you have. Even if it's 2 or 3 people that you meet regularly, it helps so much for business, become better at what you do, and just relaxing.
Yep.
You got to have that circle. And AILA, especially local chapters, kind of do it, but it's hard because it's just this organization. And for us, it's like
Yeah.
downtown LA. It's so hard to go on their time, but it's so more flexible when it's your own group and you just have more personal relationships. So one way or another, try to. Alien National is good because you all go there and you meet someone who's from your hometown. They're like, oh, perfect. Let's meet up again when we go back home.
Yeah.
And that's really a starting point. But like everyone should have a group of people. They meet every once a month, once a quarter, or at least do a group video chat of stuff. Like with Ruby Powers, I have it where it's like we have a 3 or 4 person quarterly meeting of like people with certain business at a certain height. And then we just talk about what we're dealing with and stuff like that. And so just find what something you guys relate on a topic, but it just is a must. It's like just like a password manager nowadays is a must. You have to have a group of best immigration lawyers that you talk with on a regular basis. We have something in
You
common.
ever done like a have you ever done like a Persian immigration meetup? That sounds like it would be fun.
Yeah, back when I was like getting the house more, there was a Iranian Immigration Lawyer Association, but it was essentially it's yeah, a lot of us would see each other anyway. So because as soon as
Yeah.
you see each other, you're Persian, you're like, hey, you're like us. So I'm probably like there's a lot of Jewish people in LA, so I'm not sure if it's like that. But where I live, everyone's from Israel and Woodland Hills. It seems so like it doesn't seem like that
No.
much of a niche here to like connect. But like Iranians still, even Iranians a lot here too. In the immigration
Yeah.
field, we immediately see each other. Like when we go to AILA National, inevitably they all get together at the bar and we'll talk. My associates from Eastern Europe and show all like the Russian speaking attorneys all get, I'm not sure if the war how it's happening, but like they would all be at the bar together. So you immediately kind of connect
Yeah.
because you have that secondary thing in common.
Yeah, and I think it's so important. I mean, again, even if it's once a quarter, if it's virtual, if it's in person, whatever that thing is. And by the way, you can have overlapping groups, right? Like I'm Jewish, so I like to sometimes hang out with other Jewish attorneys just to talk about whatever, whether it's something political or it's something food related or it just coming together as a community. The tennis thing, it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk politics. We're
Got
going to
you.
talk US Open. All right. We're going to talk US Open, but the beauty is we're still it's like you're building friendships, you're building relationships with other people in the profession, right? But you're doing it through something that is not necessarily centered around the profession. And I just think that we work so many hours, whether, I mean, again, I don't practice anymore, but I do marketing, I do software, all for immigration. I'm on committees. I talk to immigration lawyers every single day in a number of capacities. We all work a lot. And I know, and from all the clients and all the folks I work with, right now is a really challenging and stressful, and for some people, really busy time. For some people, it's actually kind of a low time because people are scared to even apply for immigration benefits. They don't even want to be on the map. Whatever the thing is, we need to sort of meet up sometimes and talk about those things, or at least, or forget about those things
Yeah.
together. You know?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I meet sometimes immigration lawyers. I'll talk with them. They don't get involved in anything. They've just been in their own silo for years. But like, you can't. It's going to drive you crazy. Like, it's not healthy. It's so much fun when you do meet other colleagues. Just you have something to relate about. It makes the practice of immigration law so much better. So much fun. I was talking with a immigration attorney who does removal defense. I think it's MOLs a week last week, and I was asking her, how do you like make this process more palatable for immigration lawyers to do removal defense, humanitarian work, as hard it is. But she mentioned, I was thinking about better AI systems, hiring more employees, maybe foreign employees that are less expensive, which like just do meetings and talk with colleagues. It's so relaxing when you go to events and you see each other and you talk. And I'm like, yeah, it's so true. And like, really, every time I go to AILA National, I get high for the next like 3, 4 months just from that experience. I'm
Yeah,
like, I wish there was more of these we
yeah,
could do, and like that are so good.
yeah. Totally. I mean, that's why I do some of these meetups sometimes. But yeah, totally agree with you.